Morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, the 8th, and it's 9 o'clock, and this is video number 661. I'm going to keep it short because there's not a lot of news around, but I want to give you an update. Asia is lower, and Europe is slightly higher, both quoting the same thing, the COVID relief package. Asia hates it, Europe likes it. Okay, Disney released Raya and the Last Dragon this weekend, and they didn't send it out to Cinemark, who is kind of pissed about it. Disney also should be somewhat disappointed because it only produced 8.6 million in revenues, well under what was expected. So Disney is looking at the best way for it to build its streaming service at the expense of some of the theaters, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, the economics of it are pretty simple. While a Cinemark theater may charge $7.50 or $8 for a family of four, Disney charged $30 or $29.95 or whatever it was, and so that same family of four actually saves money by staying home. At some point in time, people are already stir crazy. I know I am, and will want to go to that movie. Oil fields in Saudi were attacked by Yemen, and the price of oil was up as high as almost $68 and is now roughly unchanged at around $66, so it sold off pretty well. GE, the aircraft leasing business, is going to merge with AerCap. That is a major deal for both sides, and GE is trading 1406, up 50 cents or 3.6%. Evolve, which is another computer type deal, anti-hacking authentication, is going to have an IPO through a SPAC, and when I get more information on that, I will give it to you. Apple is discontinuing the iMac Pro, their base model. The stock is really not affected by it. It's down 55 cents, and those will be carried in Apple stores and online, as they say, until supplies are gone. Okay, the chart on the screen is last night's and today's S&P. I made a specific note last night in the letter that said basically you can't really look at the Dow. It's too easily manipulated. You can't really look at the NASDAQ because it's only 5 or 6 companies there. So I think that the obvious choices are the Russell 2000 and the S&P 500. The Russell 2000 and the S&P are different in their makeup, one being small caps primarily and one being large caps primarily. But 500 versus 30 makes a lot more sense to me. So last night, after closing in this area on Friday at 38.40, we opened and moved up as high as 38.54. Pardon me, 38.66. So we were up about $20 here, 20 and a quarter, and then we came all the way back down to 79.96, so under $68. So high here, 38.66, low here, 37.96. That's a 60-point, 70-point reversal. And then we started to have, I'm assuming that most of this was based on the Saudi oil field attack by Yemen. However, now we are climbing back up, and the last here is basically 38.40. So we're not anywhere near 796. We're $44 above that, and we're also nowhere near 38.66. But we are getting closer. So we're 26 lower than the high. We're basically up about 75 cents on the day, and this market has turned around. On some of the other issues, let's go back and see what the metals and the oil is doing. As I mentioned before, the oil was up as high as 67.98. The last is 65, 66, 65, 99, 66, 66.02, and it is basically unchanged to down slightly, but almost $2 off the high. The gold, which was slightly higher at the open and traded up to 17.12, came all the way back down and traded 16.81. Currently, it's 16.90, so it's still down on the day, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still playing with this bottom that we looked at. And on the weekly, we're still holding in that general area. This is where we were, last night. And I think we could get down to the 1654, but as I reminded everyone last night, my trading partner in the futures, Dennis Marlowe, uses the Fibonacci numbers, and we bounced right off that, and we're also pretty close to this red line, which is the 100-day or 100-week moving average. All right, everyone, let's just take one more look here and see what the Bitcoin looks like, because it was also all over the place. Currently up pretty strong, 1,835. It too was unchanged to up to 52,345. This is the all-time high close on a weekly basis, which is 55,530. I cited that in last night's note. Let's go back to the daily. And as you can see, we are basically locked into 53 to 45,000. Hard for me to take a position until we break out one way or the other and close there. All right, everyone, that's about it. Be careful out there. My feeling is this market is headed higher, and this morning is basically Saudi news related. Have a good day.